would say that I'm telling stories about, word of mouth. I definitely talk about a lot about the current state of the world. Um, I'm really interested in what happens around the world. Kind of in the United States, we live in this bubble where it's just like our current day to day. We're very individualistic. We only care about like our lives, what happens in our immediate like vicinity. But I always pay attention to what happens in other countries around the world. Things are really shocking. People, there's atrocities that happen every day that people are not aware about. So like what happens in Sudan, in South Africa, in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. I definitely talk about that, or I tell people about that, through word of mouth, through everyday conversations. Whenever the opportunity arises, I'm not pushy about it, but yeah, it's definitely something that I take personal interest in. So I talk to others about, and if they don't know, then I'll tell them if they're open to it. No pressure for me to force whatever knowledge or whatever I've seen onto you, but that's definitely the kind of things that I put out there myself now. And how has your college experience, the pandemic, post-pandemic political climate, or other world events impacted you overall as a person? Have you stood and reflected about life, about what you want to do with your life, about what your passions are, about how you would like to spend your time, about the impact you want to leave on the world? If not, take some time to reflect on those things and talk about some of those answers here. So yeah, basically, it's a lot to unpack this one question, but I'm now a lot more conscious and aware of what goes on in the world before I was in a bubble. So now that there's TikTok, Instagram, X, there's so many ways that you could get information from. It's just a big contrast from before, where you would just watch the news and the news was reality, and whichever narrative they want to push onto you is the only narrative that you really get. So that's what you believed. But now there's so many different people and so many forms for you to get content and information from across the world, that I'm just a lot more conscious about what happens. If it weren't for for Starlink, we would never see the Palestinian perspective of the Israeli-Palestinian war. You just think it was Israel fighting Hamas, but but since there's more ways for you to get information now, like it's kind of revealed that a lot of innocent people are suffering. So I'm just a lot more conscious about what happens around the world. There's so many ways, so many different ways to get information now than before the pandemic, that it's a lot more easy. It's a lot easier to be informed, and I just reflect a lot more often than I used to. Before, like I said, I was in a bubble. I didn't really care much about what happened in other even districts. If something happened in a different high school than mine, I wouldn't really pay no mind to it because I was in my own little world. But I just reflect a lot more often. There's the internet, the media is full of a lot of important things that I take interest in, and it asks me what I want to do with my life, what my passions are. Right now, I'm just focused on getting my feet on the ground and getting a foundation, like working, having health insurance, things like that. I want to just become an adult. I'm graduating this week, and I've been in college for a while. So just getting my feet on the ground and helping my family. My parents are going to retire. They won't have the income that they used to have, and there's things around the house that still need to be paid. So I just definitely want to contribute. I'm very family oriented, so help my family, my siblings, my parents, and yeah, just build my career in a way that I will build myself up to be a better person while also helping the people around me grow and help them feel supported. So how have you changed from the beginning of 2020 to now? I've changed in many ways. 2020, right after COVID, that's during COVID, I was 17, 18, and 17, and I was a lot younger. A lot of things changed. 17 to now, 17 to 22. You change a lot as a person. You grow a lot. You kind of get out of your high school self and grow into like your more mature adult self. So yeah, I've changed a lot. I'm more mature. I'm more aware of problems. Like I used to always like hear my dad moan and complain, and now I'm like, now that I'm grown, I understand where his struggles come from and why he complains. And yeah, now I'm trying to prepare myself for real life. And yeah, I've just changed most like a huge amount as a person. I'm more of an adult now. Then I was a teenager, and I would act like it. And I think I've grown out of that phase onto the next phase, which is like early adult life. What will be some of the key moments you will look back at and remember about this school year? Yeah, I will look back on the last few moments as a college student. So this last school year, I was kind of aware that it was my last semester, my last go at it, my last bit of experiences as a college student. So when it's your last time doing something, you kind of appreciate it more. Kind of like the first time you do college things or go to these college events, they're really important. And then also the last time you do these college things and go to these college events, that is also very important. You know, the ones in between, the ones in the middle kind of fade out. Uh, they lose their value. But yeah, when I was first a college student, I really appreciated all the experiences. I would cherish them because I've never done anything. This is a new experience. And now it's kind of the same way. You know, I'm on my way out. I don't know if I'll do this or I'll go to this, or, you know, I'll see this football game or I'll go to this event at school. And I just remember every little event, every little last experience I had in college. I'll definitely look back on those key moments and I'll remember them. What have you learned in the last few months that you will carry with you as you move forward? Um, it doesn't have to be something from class. It can be more general as a result of everything you have experienced in the last few months. So yeah, kind of this semester in specific, I've learned that any information you learn is valuable. I was in this class. I learned about a lot about storytelling, a lot about different forms of media that you consume online or just at any point. And I also had a sociology class, which is relevant for this answer, where I kind of learned a lot of things about, you know, social life, society as a whole. And both these classes, you know, you would think they're filler classes for the credit, and you do it, you learn a little bit about it, and then you move on. But a lot of the information that I learned is kind of useful. You know, it gives you the, you know, foundational understanding for you to take greater appreciation for what you consume, you know, day to day, or the experiences you have day to day. Um, so yeah, I've learned that any information I learned is valuable. You can, like this class, you know, I learned about journalism, animations, film, storytelling. Uh, and yeah, now that I watch a movie or a film or any content on the internet, you know, I have more appreciation uh for it because I know what goes into it, or the ins and outs, or, you know, the effort that was put behind it. Finally, where do you see yourself headed? What are your goals and aspirations? Is the current path you are on getting you there? If not, how do you need to change it? So yeah, right now, I'm headed, you know, I think I'm on a good path, good trajectory right now. I'm starting a position at a bank on the 15th, so a few days following the time of this recording. And yeah, I'm excited. I've always wanted to work at a bank. This is kind of, you know, the goal going into college was to get a job or 9 to 5 where you wear a suit and then you go to work and you have all the benefits with stable pay. So I kind of, you know, this is what I've been working towards, and now it's kind of manifesting very soon, and I'm very excited. And I think that one of the biggest things, one of the reasons, you know, I went to college, I went through this process, so I put effort into my classes, was because I wanted to make my parents proud. My dad saw me in a suit coming home from my photo shoot, my headshot, and he was very excited. He was very proud of me, and him being very proud of me makes me really proud of myself. So yeah, just helping my family, and I think I'm on the right way. I'm on the right trajectory. I feel like things are looking up. It's definitely looking up. Things are looking bright, and I'm very excited for the near future or long term, whatever it is. Uh, yeah, I think I've had a good time this semester, and I think I'll have a great time in the near future. The way things are looking, you know, this new job that I'm starting. So yeah, I definitely feel like I'm in a good place. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video for the semester. Thank you.